Hey guys, in this video we're going to go over how to compile and install EmulationStation and RetroArch on Ubuntu Linux. This will allow you to play old games such as NES. EmulationStation will act as the front end and RetroArch will be the emulation. We'll go over all the steps in detail to get it up and running since there are a few configuration steps to take care of after it's installed. In future videos, we'll take a look at how you can improve the system with themes as well as add support for different consoles by adding more emulators. Before you can begin any installing, we'll first need to open a terminal. To do this, press Ctrl, Alt, and T on your keyboard at the same time. The first step to installing EmulationStation on Ubuntu is to download all the dependencies. The developers have listed this in an easy format for you to install, and we've copied it down to the video description. Just copy that set of commands into the terminal and press Enter to execute. Next, we'll need to install the emulator itself. EmulationStation is just the front end that tells the emulator what to do. It doesn't actually emulate the games itself. To do that, we'll start by adding the repository. Type in the following line, which can be found in the video description. Now type in sudo apt-get update. Now we can go ahead and install the emulator. Type in the following line as found in the video description. So it looks like our emulator is all set up. We'll now go ahead and download the source code from GitHub. Type in git clone followed by the URL in the video description. This will download all the source code into a new folder. Now switch directories to the folder we just created. Type in cd EmulationStation. We're going to use cmake to configure the program. Type in cmake followed by a space and a period and hit the enter key. Now type in make. This will compile the program. Next type in sudo make install to install the program. Now that EmulationStation is installed, we'll need to make a directory for all the ROMs. Type in mkdir ~/ROMs. Now we need to add a subfolder to that. Type in the following line. The next step involves downloading ROMs from the internet. You'll need to search up NES ROMs yourself and find one you want to experiment with. Once you're done, put this ROM in the NES folder we just created. You can easily do this through the folders menu instead of the terminal if you find it easier. Now we'll launch EmulationStation. Type in EmulationStation with no spaces into the terminal and press Enter. The first time you type this in, you'll get an error saying it isn't configured properly. EmulationStation will automatically make a sample configuration file. We'll use the terminal to switch to the EmulationStation folder. If you try to access this from the folders window, you'll need to turn on View Hidden Files. Now we need to edit the configuration file. Type in gedit es_systems.cfg. Look somewhere in the middle of the document and you'll see a line referring to command. This is the command that the EmulationStation runs to launch the NES emulator. We'll want to edit the path the file is referring to since it isn't accurate. To do this, change the path to the one found in the video description. Finally, add the -f flag before -l. This will cause the program to open in full screen mode instead of the smaller windowed mode over the desktop. At this point, all we have left to do is launch EmulationStation and configure our controller. In our case, we're just going to use our keyboard, but it's possible to use a USB controller if you have one available. Once that's done, simply work your way through the menus and launch your games. Thanks for watching this video on setting up EmulationStation and RetroArch on Ubuntu. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and give the video a like.